Hey, what is going on guys? Father Gamer here and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you some more mods for Schedule 1 and I really think that you're going to like these ones because none of them can be considered that cheaty. So what do you say we go take a look? So the first mod that I'm going to be showing you is the Dynamic Orders mod. Now you may notice that on the side of the screen here we have some rather large orders, and that's because what this mod does is scale up the size of the orders based on your XP level. Now I'm getting these large orders because I'm Kingpin, but if you just starting out you'd still just be getting requests for a couple of bags at a time, and it just scales up as you rank up. Now I think that this mod is actually quite important for those of you that are here at the late game, because it makes no sense that when you have a large operation you're just delivering 2 or 4 bags at a time. I know there are customers that do order more occasionally, but you'd expect that when you're at this level that your personal dealings would be more important, much larger quantities, and that's what this mod's going to do for you. Now you see he's just here waiting for us. Hello sir, how much was it for you again? 35 for 5,160. Now that's the kind of money you'd be expecting to deal at this kind of level. Cool, let's go take a look at the next mod. Okay, so next I want to show you the Expand Recipe mod. Now you know when you get to this type of level and you end up coming up with some pretty crazy concoctions, it can be a little bit hard to keep track of the recipes to create them. But with this mod in the Products app, instead of just the basic recipe here, it gives you a fully expanded recipe of everything that was required to make that product, which is very handy when you've got a lot of expensive products. Let me just find one here, like, here we go, look at all these. Currently I've been using signs to write down the recipes for some of the products, but some of them are just so big, like this one, that you can't fit it all on the sign, so I've actually been writing it down on pieces of paper and things like that. But with this mod you don't have to do that anymore because you can see it all. The next mod I want to show you is the Always Show Distances on Compass mod. Now you know how usually you have to get pretty close to your marker before it will show you how many meters you are away. Well, now with this mod it constantly shows you how many meters you are away, no matter how far away you are from it. So you can always see which marker is your closest, if that information is ever something that is useful to you. I suppose it's more of just a quality of life mod. It's just nice to be able to see which one's closest. It's helpful, I suppose, when you're trying to plan your routes, best route to take. So we're just going to use this one here because it's the closest one to us, which I can now tell because of this mod. Okay, let's see who we're dealing to. Yo, that's Benji. Yo, Benji, what are you doing, bro? Yo, Benji!
You were the chosen one! I loved you!
Okay, so I think a lot of you are really going to like this mod. You notice how all of my employees here are just doing what they do, working hard, you know, just doing their job as they're supposed to do. Except, there's one key thing here, and I'm just going to show you now. Ignoring them 2 beds because I forgot to remove them for some reason, but you notice we have no beds here for the employees. This mod is called the No Employee Bed mod, and basically what it does is allow you to have all your employees and you don't have to have beds assigned to them, which means that you can have all of that extra space just for your setup, and their money gets paid automatically and deducted, so you don't even have to worry about it. Now some of you might think that's a little bit cheaty, but how many places do you actually work and sleep at the same time? I mean, I'm not paying these guys to sleep, they're here to work. Which brings me to the question, why is this man not working? You're just stood there. Get back to work. Actually, do you know what? You're already on your final warning, bro. Nah, so your time's over. Okay, so the next mod that we're looking at is a very useful mod called Employee Manager app. And what it does is allow you to manage all of your employees remotely from this message here. So you can manage your properties, which involves increasing the cap of how many employees you can have at the property. Very useful, so no more just 1 at the sweatshop, you can now have as many as you like, which is highly useful. You can also list your beds, you can hire employees directly from here, and you can also turn on auto payment as well if you want, but we'll get to that later. We're going to increase the capacity, we just made it 11 now instead of 10. and if we go back you can see it's represented there. Perfect, so that's worked. Right, what else can we do? We can also pay our employees from here. We can pay all of them at once if we want to. Let's try that. They're already paid for today. No worries, I like to keep them paid. This actually means that our good friend Andrew over here no longer has to work here by his lonesome. He can now actually have perhaps a cleaner, or even better, a handler to package his products, so I don't have to come in and do it for him anymore. That's it, let's hire this handler. There we go, just like as if he was at the warehouse. So now the handler should arrive here outside. Wait, where's my handler? Oh bro, hello, welcome. Where are you going? You eager to start? Oh, you're gonna stop there. Okay, right, well let's get your bed assigned. Let's put you there next to Andrew, and we're gonna get you quickly working right away actually. Actually, I haven't got anything to package up right now because I've been doing it all for Andrew. But we'll get you ready to go for the next batch. Into the press, and then the destination can go... I haven't actually got a destination because I've been grabbing it. Let's just put it into the storage one there for now. Perfect, so now we have a handler and a chemist. So you can actually have a proper setup in this place now. Because by default you could only ever have one employee here, which was never enough because you would always need at least a handler and a cleaner, or a cleaner, to make a proper automated setup. Right, let's just make sure she's going to be paid, or all of our employees here will be paid, and we're going to turn on auto payment. Perfect. Okay guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, you can hit that thumbs up button for me. If you're interested in trying any of the mods, I will leave links from down in the video description below as always. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing for me. I'm Father Gamer. Bye for now.